So you have your Kryptomon, and you need to take care of it. Every single gene in DNA, it makes the Kryptomon different. That's the reason why they're really important for any crypto project.
Welcome back, everybody, to another Tech Times exclusive. Today, we're talking to Umberto Canessa. He's the founder and CEO of Kryptomon. Umberto, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Chris, and I'm happy to be here. And hi, everybody. Nice to meet you all.
Fantastic. All right. Well, Umberto, let's jump straight in, brother. Tell us about Kryptomon and maybe the inspiration behind this this idea that you've had.
Okay, sure. Well, let me start with the so-called the elevator pitch. I've talked with a lot of investors, so I've been kind of good in creating my perfect elevator pitch, and it's been take CryptoKitties, adding a little bit of some Pokemon, a little bit of Tamagotchi game mechanics, mix everything together, and that you get Kryptomon. Long story short, this is it. I mean, what I mean is Kryptomon is NFT Play-and-Earn game based on a living creature. So every Kryptomon is indeed a living creature on the blockchain. They have their own unique DNA, such as CryptoKitties. But we call them living creature because, like Tamagotchi, you need to take care of them. So you need to feed them, you need to play with them, you need to care them, and so on. Otherwise, they will not be happy. And so if they're not happy, you're not going to be capable to train them and to battle against other players like it happens in Pokemon. So as you see, what we did is indeed taking those three gaming mechanics and merge them together to create a full game experience, everything based in blockchain. So, and the inspiration behind Kryptomon, it came because I'm a very Pokemon fan. I mean, I'm class 1992, so I grew up playing with Pokemon. I was watching Pokemon, anime and everything when I was a kid. Mm-hmm. And for me, Pokemon was something really important in my childhood, let's say.
Okay.
And I've been, and then what happened was that I've been in the crypto space since 2011, when I was buying, Bitcoin at $3 back in the days, and there were no exchanges, nothing like that. But then that allowed me, to follow up what's going on in the market and see the entire blockchain space evolving. And I remember in 2017 that I saw CryptoKitties, and I've been kind of flabbergasted by the concept of really, creating this kind of digital pet connected to the NFT, which make it, a digital items kind of real. You really, with the connecting with NFT, you kind of giving a real value. You make it's kind of digitalizing, and making an asset, a digitized asset. But then as a gamer, I wasn't so excited about the concept because it's still like, I'm spending money to get what? Yeah, PNG at the end of the day, a file that I can read. Nice. But where's the gaming part? Where do I need to take care of it? Or can I battle? What do I do with this? Once I have it, the only things I can do is let them breed together, and that's done. So it doesn't have a lot of sense to me. So I passed on CryptoKitties back in 2017. And then it happened that last year in April, everybody was talking about NFT. I think NFT, start to become kind of a mainstream word, so to say. So I looked back at CryptoKitties and I saw that they were still like a very pure collectible. And then I asked myself, look, how cool it would be. I mean, as a Pokemon gamer, how cool it would be if we can, having the same experience like that I was a kid and playing Pokemon, living that same world and society that we had in Pokemon on the video games, but making them real, and leveraging the CryptoKitties concept and adding to the Tamagotchi. So this is kind of how the inspiration comes from. I mean, it came from, my knowledge and me being a very nerdy gamer of Pokemon. Right. And as well as following the blockchain evolution since 2011, and then yes, last year I combined all this concept that I know by heart, and and here we are.
Well, so basically, anyone in the Kryptomon community is an Ash.
Correct. That's the objective. Look, Chris, I always tell that I will be, happy, and I can consider my goal fulfilled and achieved the moment that I will see on LinkedIn people adding Kryptomon trainer as the
Right.
full-time job.
Oh, nice. That's how you know you've made it. Yeah.
Excellent. That's my end goal. That's my objective. From that moment on, I can retire.
Right, right. Okay. So yeah, if you could please walk us through for those of us that are not familiar with even the original iteration, Pokemon and Tamagotchi and those things. Can you kind of walk us through the process of getting the Kryptomon, and then like how you, I guess,
Play with it.
raise it, maybe?
Yeah. So, I mean, of course, throughout actually, so just to say, let's say open and closing a parenthesis, consider that Kryptomon, we as a company, we are 9 months old. So we're very young. I mean, Kryptomon is the same age of my 9 months old kid.
Right.
So it wasn't a very great timing, to launching a company and having a baby
Right.
in the same moment. So timing wasn't good. But yeah, we are 9 months old. And so during these months, of course, we did several NFT sales at the very beginning because we wanted to bring the NFT out there, to start having, trainers, because at the end of the day, we as Kryptomon company, we always said that we are mainly a gaming company that are using blockchain and NFT as tech stack to enable, new gaming experience. So for us, it wasn't so important to monetize, so to say, on the NFT. While for us is more important to having a lot of players playing with our game, and we do know to play the game you must have an NFT. So we did quite a good amount of sales throughout the last 9 months, for example, and some of them were really successful. For example, we did twice on Binance NFT marketplace with mystery boxes, where we sold, for example, the latest one, we sold 2,500 Kryptomon at $95 each, and they went sold out in 0.17 seconds. So it was.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I mean, I was there, ready to buy. I click confirm. It was sold out. And we did this twice. The first time was 0.27 seconds. The second one was 0.17 seconds, so even shorter. But aside from that, as I said, we still want players to get in touch with us and to get in a Kryptomon. So we have different activities that we do, like marketing campaign, referral campaign, or we have the so-called treasure hunt, which is an activity that we do run every month. Actually, the latest one is gonna start today. It's a 3 days event where players can take their smartphone and they can go out in their cities and hunting for Kryptomon NFTs. So like a Pokemon Go, so you can go out and hunt and search in the real life. You can search for Kryptomons, and these are, let's say, and this is kind of the free way, to get a Kryptomon. The other way, and probably the most easiest, but a little bit, it could be the most expensive, consider it compared to free, is you can just go to, our marketplace where you can buy a Kryptomon from any other players. Because especially since 2 weeks from now, we also release the breeding. So now players that already have Kryptomons are now capable to, create new Kryptomon to sell to the market. And I have to be honest that right now, the floor price of a Kryptomon is not so high. It's around 60, 75, $70, which is, to be honest, for us is perfect.
Right.
Because we always said that at the end of the day, as a game, the only thing that you want, how do you judge a good game? Numbers of players, and how can we, attract players if the cost of a Kryptomon, even a basic one, is $10,000 or $500? Gamers would not play that. So we worked a lot in, keeping the NFT supply balanced in a way that, of course, if you want to buy, the most strongest Kryptomon, very high rare generation, you need to go up and you will spend, I don't know, $15,000. I mean, the highest and been sold for, I think, $70,000 or something like that. But if you really want to start playing the game, you can just buy in the market and, buying a $60 Kryptomon, and then at least you have your step into the game. And once you have your Kryptomon, as I said, it's right now what it's live. We have the so-called Tamagotchi version. So you have your Kryptomon, and you need to take care of him. So every day you receive items, you need to feed him, you need to play with them, like a Tamagotchi. I don't know if you remember the
Yeah, yeah,
old-fashioned game.
yeah, like the
Very
tutoring.
similar to that. Yeah, very similar to the Tamagotchi. And then by the end of Q2, finally we release the battle mechanics. So players will be capable to battle against each other and to battle against the computer, and we will evolve the game, because at the end of the day, we are very lean in the approach. So we have decided to not wait. Let's say, I mean, building the game that we have in our objective, it will take 3 to 5 years.
Right,
Okay. I mean, building a game is a very expensive exercise in terms of money and time,
right,
especially the game that we want to build.
Mhm.
There are games that take 10 years to be, to be developed,
Right.
but we decided to not wait that amount of time, of course. So we have decided to go very lean. So we just released first the Tamagotchi, and now we are adding, every month, piece by piece, step by step, brick by brick, we will add the new mechanics and the new features until in 2 years, 3 years from now, the full game that we picture for us is going to be ready.
Okay, and I feel like the NFT aspect of this makes this extremely unique, beyond any Pokemon or Tamagotchi that anyone has ever seen. Because from what I understand with NFTs, and I think you mentioned earlier, it gives the Kryptomon like a DNA. So basically, and please correct me if I'm wrong, my understanding is basically you're not going to have any duplicate, like, oh, I don't want that one, I have that one. Like, no, they're all,
Different.
desirable.
Correct. Correct. The thing is, every Kryptomon has, I think if I'm not wrong, 32 genes in their DNA, and all of them are different. And of course, every single gene that you have in their own DNA have a specific utility and have its own specific pros and cons. I will make an example. For example, we have the hungriness parameter DNA. So if you get a Kryptomon that has hungriness, I don't know, 90, that will mean that Kryptomon will need to be fed like once every day. If
Okay.
you get a Kryptomon with angriness, like say 20, it means that you need to feed him like once every 2 days or 3 days. It's different, because I mean, there's people that it's really like we trying to replicate what's happening in the real world. So
Mhm.
I mean, there's people that wants to eat every single moment, and people that can eat once every 3 days. And the same is, we have another parameter give you, like, for example, the braveness.
Mhm.
Braveness parameter, if you have a Kryptomon which is really, really brave, what happens is that when in fights, in a battle, if your Kryptomon is brave and he is in a battle with a Kryptomon which is bigger and stronger,
Mhm.
but he is brave, so he will get a boost. He will be, he will be pumped himself because he's really brave and so on. In the other way, if you have a Kryptomon which is not brave like that, and he find against, a very strong Kryptomon, very big Kryptomon, it can have a negative effect. But if he finds himself against a smaller Kryptomons, he will get, pumped, because finally he can feel to be the bully.
Right. Oh,
So
wow.
every single DNA, every single gene in DNA, it makes the Kryptomon different. And so, as you said, all the Kryptomons are sort of are, desirable, because it really depends on the player strategy. So if as a player, if I want to set up my strategy on a specific focus or on another, I want to take instead of being, I don't know, a trainer that wants to do the battle, but I want to be focused on the breeding. I want to open my Kryptomon farm and breed the best, genetics and whatever. I will look for specific levels in the DNA, if like a constitution and speed, because if I have speed, allows me to breed more often. While if I'm a Kryptomon, a player that really want to focus on the battle path, then I will look for attack or defense. So as you said, there is a Kryptomon for every possible strategy for any possible players in the game.
Okay. Well, that was a great segue actually to my next question is, we're going to dive into a little bit of the lingo here, because in my research, I was seeing words and I'm like, I don't know what that is. Who better to ask than Umberto? So, first, what is a Kmon? Is that how we say it? Or come on?
The Kmon, yes.
Kmon, okay.
Well, the Kmon is is our token. So is our let's say is our token. And so in the Kryptomon world, there are two tokens: the Kmon NFT, which is the NFT of the Kryptomon, and then we're gonna add a lot of NFT because we are building some sort of a parallel universe, I would say. And then there is the Kmon coin, and the Kmon is the currency of this world and of this game that we're building. So every single things that happens in game that has a transaction and monetary value is paid in Kmon coin. So for example, if I want to buying a Kryptomon from you, I will pay you in Kmon coin. If I want to buy food for my Kryptomon, from buying loot boxes with the food items inside, I will pay those in Kmon coin. So all the transactions and everything, the entire economy that we're building inside of the game is managed and translated in Kmon coin. But there is one thing that we are doing, which is, I think it's very great for the entire general players, is that all the prices and everything, it's pegged to dollar. So what does it mean? That a loot box, for example, a gold loot box with, very premium food and stuff, it costs around $20. Okay.
Right.
And then when you're gonna buy it, of course you pay in Kmon, but it costs you $20. So every single day, our market and our system update the Kmon coin price that you need to pay, because the Kmon coin goes up and down.
Right.
So in this way, we are capable to mitigate one of the problems the cryptocurrency has, is that they are really volatile. So today they came on worth 1 cent, tomorrow it could worth $1, day after 50 cents, and so on. So in this way, by pegging the Kmon to the dollar, all the gaming transaction to the dollar, we are capable to keep a sustainable economy, which is, as of today, is one of probably of the biggest problem that play to earn games have. Because most of the play to earn games of the project, I mean, I think maybe you saw it, or people are watching this video will see it, that I think there are every single week like a new 1,000 or 5,000 of play to earn game, are born. And most of them, of course, are just, we call it the pumping and dumping project. So they kind of promise people they will make them rich and so on and so on. But they don't have any sustainable economy. We saw a lot of project, getting a lot of traction of users. And then after a couple of months, they figured it out. Oh, the economy that we've built is not sustainable. So we need to close. Sorry, guys.
Right.
While we decided to do the exercise before and saying, no, we need to build an economy which is sustainable, because we are here for the long run. We are here to really building, a game that in 5 years, 10 years, it could, it could be on the top edge. And my objective is to, compete with the League of Legends for the number of, players and that kind of things. This is what we are aiming for. And so in 10 for sustaining for 10 years, you need to have a very sustainable economy. And the Kmon coin, at the end of the day, is the core of this economy.
Okay. Well, thank you. That was a great explanation. I definitely get a good grasp now of the Kmon coin. Another word I've seen, and viewers, don't go too hard on me in the comments, because this is not a world that I'm familiar in. What is staking?
Well, let's put in staking is a saving account. Easy. With your bank, what do? You can take your money, you can go in a bank and give your money to the bank and say, I'm not going to spend those money, keep it for me. And those money will start, earning interest, for you. When the interest rate, of course, is positive or negative, but technically speaking, it's a pure saving account. Staking works kind of the same. So staking is a mechanics that not only us, I mean, it's quite over now a standard in the entire crypto industry, in the DeFi industry, that allows token holders to say, instead of the thing is, Chris, instead of keeping the Kmon coin in your wallet, why don't you put your Kmon coin in this smart contract? When you want, you can go there, withdraw them, like a saving account, but you can put them there. And by keeping your Kmon coin, or your token, in this case, the Kmon coin there, you will earn interest. Then it depends on which kind of interest you're going to earn. Some projects pay back in the same currency. So, you stake 100, I don't know, token X, and then after, I don't know, a month, you have 101 token X. They pay back in interest within the same token. In our case, our staking mechanics allows player to earn, we call it candies. So you can stake the Kmon coin, and based on the amount of Kmon coin that you stake, the more candies you do earn. And what can you do with those candies? Or either you can participate and play those candy to participate in a weekly lottery. So every Monday we have a lottery that allows you to win a Kryptomon egg. If you're lucky, you can win a Kryptomon egg, and so you can earning from this. So it's better. It's already better than keep your Kmon coins stopped, there in your wallet. At least the Kmon coin will work for you, so to say, and then you have the chance to win an egg. Or you can actually, with those candy, you can go to the marketplace and you can buy food, training tickets, and stuff for your Kryptomon. So instead of spending Kmon coin for buying a $20 loot box, you can stake your Kmon coin, earn, let's say, 20 candy, and once you have 20 candy from the staking, you go and you buy the golden box for $20, paid with the candies. So this is kind of what staking is. At the end of the day, it's a saving plan that can give you, the project or the company, whatever, decide what it should be the reward, let's say, the payback. And in our case, we decided to peg all the different staking reward with in-game, items or actions. Because at the end of the day, as I said, we want to build a sustainable economy. And second one, we are here for the gamers and for the players. So we thought it would have been better for things. And indeed, we have considered that as of today, I think more than 60% of the total circulation supply of Kmon coins. So let's say that in the market, there are around, I think, 100 or almost 190 million Kmon coin,
Okay.
spread amongst people. Out of 1 billion, there are 190 million Kmon coin that are already in people's hands.
Okay.
Out of those 190 million, 110 million, so more than 60%, are staked in our staking system because players want to earn the candies so they can use it for the game. So that means that we are very happy because this is for us is a very important KPI that shows us that everything we are doing is really meaningful for the players, because they do prefer, most of the players are staking it, and they're not staking it to get Kmon coin back that they can sell it into the market, but they're getting in-game items. So meaning that also the game that we're building and everything that we're building is, it's good. They want to keep playing. They want to keep participating in it. And for us, it's a very good KPI. So hope this gives you a better idea, or to everyone is watching, about what staking is.
Yeah, I think so, for sure. Thank you very much again for a great explanation. Okay, and prior to this discussion, obviously, I did not realize that the company was only 9 months old. So my next question is now incredibly interesting to me. You have, and this is the top two. I didn't go through every platform and get the number of members or followers, but you have 132,000 followers on Twitter, and I did check out the Telegram group. It's got 99, almost 100,000 members in the group. How are you navigating this rapid growth that you're experiencing?
Look, that has been amazing, because also you missed a Discord where we have around between 60 and 70,000 also members in our Discord account, in our Discord server. Look, this is exactly how Kryptomon was born. I mean, when I launched Kryptomon by myself, it was the 2nd of May, 2021. And the way we launched it, we created a landing page, with a white paper, writing down what we were up to build, what we want to build. That's kind of every crypto project has a white paper, which is, the vision that the founders have. And I remember that we launched on the 2nd of May, we launched it, and we went viral with that. In a matter of a month, I remember we collected around 70,000 leads, subscribers with emails in our system. And we were like, oh, that's a lot of people. I mean, and it just went viral. And I remember then when we were at the beginning as a team, we were just, created the Telegram group, and we were starting inviting our friends, to start populating. And we were there joking and say, imagine when we're going to have, let's say, 1,000 people, you know?
Yeah.
And then a week after, we had like 20,000 people there. And so the feeling that I had, I was yesterday talking with some new partners that we got. I was saying, look, the feeling I have is like being sitting on a rocket.
Right.
You know, what if you imagine yourself sitting on a rocket that started? So it's exciting because, well, man, you're sitting on a rocket, so it's really fucking cool. But on the other hand, you are sitting on a rocket, so it's also scary, you know,
Right.
because you are sitting on a rocket. So this is the feeling that we had. But of course, the community, the fact that the community grew so much, I think is, of course, because what we want to build and what we're building is, you know, attractive, and we found a lot of people, you know, like us. And I think there is even more people out there. So we are very, you know, positive on the growth outlook that we have. But also, I think it's really about how we interacted and how we worked with our community. So since day zero, we always been very transparent with them about everything we were doing. We always, you know, every time there was a bottleneck or a problem or something that, you know, that maybe some companies or some project doesn't want to share because they are scared about it, we always shared it. And we always said, hey guys, this shit happened and we are trying to fix it. And what do you think? Do you maybe have ideas how to fix it and so on? So we really created this kind of sense of, I always saying that our community, Kryptomon community, I looked at them as more as an extended team. So I could say that I'm really lucky that we have like an extended team of more than 200,000 people on which we can count on. So, and I think that now we have this very strong sense with them, and which is important because, you know, when your community grow like this, you know, organically and skyrocket, it's really easy for the community, you know, to completely drive out, you know, to go out of, you know, the path that you're wishing, because it's so many people in a short period of time. So we were very good in the education and creating this feeling of community together with a very core part of it. So now every new member that joined has found himself already in a very nice, in a very polite, in a very supportive, funny, enjoying and joyful community. So everyone feel home, you know, and everyone feels, you know, good the moment that they join our community. So I think this is the key aspect that allows us to manage, as you were asking, such a growth from the community perspective, because otherwise the risk that, you know, such as a big growth in such a short period of time could have completely rigged out the entire community. But we did a great job. I need to say the kudos, of course, to the entire team. I mean, I think we have like 20 moderators in 16, 17 different localized community on Telegram. They're doing an amazing job. They're active, you know, 24 hours. And we hiring, actually, we are keep hiring from the community. I mean, most of the people that actually are joined the community, that joined the team from our hiring are coming from the community. So yeah, that's how we managed, and that's how kind of it happens. And it is, of course, we didn't expect it, to be honest. I never expect this something to happen. It's something that you couldn't expect, to be honest. But I'm very happy, and as I said, I'm sure that we did an amazing job in managing it at the very beginning. And now it kind of reached this critical mass that whatever the new people will come, you know, there's not going to be a problem, because they will find, as I was saying before, a very welcoming community made of 100 and more than 200,000 people that are there. We are all friends with the same vision and the same, you know, objective, playing Kryptomon and be, you know, be kids again at the end of the day.
Yeah, you know, I think it's a very interesting aspect of the NFT, you know, because with, you know, with Kryptomon and others that I've spoken with, they always put a lot of emphasis on the community, which I think, like I said, is something very unique to the NFT space as compared to, you know, if you see someone wearing Nike shoes, you know, it's not like, oh, what, I have Nikes too. It's not the same. It's not even close. So, you know, you get this tight knit, like you said, extended team. And, you know, I can only see that it growing over the next, you know, however many years.
We hope so, of course.
Yeah.
No, but you said it right. I mean, this is part of the, of course, of the NFT, and especially in the crypto project, because at the end of the day, any crypto company or crypto project, they live on top of the community, because at the end, those people are not only, our players or our supporter, but they're also our investors. I mean, these people invested their money in the Kamon coin, and they're there support. They kind of are also shareholders, so to
Right.
say, of our company. So that's the reason why they're really important for any crypto project. And but there is one thing to say is really, most of those NFT, they say, yeah, we care about our community, we love our community, but at the end of the day, they just see a bunch of people at which they can start selling stuff.
Right.
But instead, the way this is not my first company, this is not my first things that I was building, community building, and the way, and I mean, you can just type in, everyone can just jump in the community and see how we do joke each other.
Right.
And yeah, as I said, for us, I don't like to call it, my community. I always tend to call them, my extended team, because
Right.
this is the way we are working with them, and we are all working together.
All right. Well, fantastic, Umberto. Thank you very much. So what would you say is, maybe, I know you earlier you said there's a lot of things coming. You're evolving, you're growing, you're changing, much like your Kryptomon. You're just developing as you go. So what would you say is maybe the next milestone for Kryptomon?
Well, I think we can. We have some stuff in, on the go that hopefully it will be something that we will announce soon. But I
Okay.
would say now, from the most things that I want to focus on, and then we as a company, we're mainly focus is to keep going with the product development. And now the next big thing is, of course, we are now moving from a web browser game to the mobile native game, which hopefully it will come summer this spring, which is going to be for us a very important milestone, because all of our players asked us for this, because of course they need to take care of their Kryptomon. So it's difficult to do it with a computer. It's easier if you always go around. You can do it from your smartphone, whatever you are. So this is something that they asked for us. And then the next big two, there will be, as I said, hopefully at the end of the next quarter, the battles and the PVE. So far, finally, because right now you're playing a Tamagotchi, so it's funny, engaging, you create a bond, some sort of bond with it, but it's not so funny as doing the battles, and winning battles against the computer or against other players. So that is going to be our next big milestone, I will say. Then indeed the release of the PVE, and later on afterward the release of the PvP, so player versus player, and the tournament, so where players can
Okay.
participate in the tournament, and then winning Kamon coin as a prize. That is going to be our main big milestone. We have a lot of other things going on, but I will think that the one that are more concrete, so to say, that are really, we have a clear roadmap, setting all the sprints have been, and the backlog of the sprints and all the sprint has been set, is ready, are these two, the mobile native app and the battles, so the PvE and the PvP coming in the upcoming quarters.
Okay, well, that's very exciting stuff, Umberto, and I'm excited for you, my man. With the
Thank you.
company, I can imagine how you're on this rocket, brother. You better hold on. It's like I can definitely understand the analogy for sure with a new company that's booming out of the gate. So, best of luck to you and the Kryptomon community. And please, if you have any future announcements, feel free to come on back and speak with us.
When you want, man. When you need, I will be more than happy to be here. Maybe in a couple of months, maybe in 6 months from now, when we're going to release, we can join it back and share with the new updates. I will be more than happy.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Thank you.